months ago, I was eating dinner at the Wynn in Las Vegas with our Go to Vegas friends. You know that feeling when you workaholics find ourselves needing to get away, throwing our cares into the air like a couple of hot dice, where we change our names and create new identities, even if it's only for the weekend. This was going to be one of those weekends. As expected, when you enter one of the Wynn properties, the food was amazing, atmosphere, well, hey, it's Vegas. So with a martini in one hand, talking in the other, it wasn't long before my Go to Vegas friends, we all began to swing and move to the best of some amazing music. One of those girls who always eyes the most expensive shoes, points out the most handsome man, made a remark about the great-looking DJ. And as our heads all systematically turned at once, focusing on the attention of the DJ booth, it wasn't long before we noticed it was none other than El Paso's own Esteban Correjo. Back in the day, in the beginning of the magazines, Esteban and I shared a space, and I mean a close space. There were 5 of us in a 10x10 space. It was there I got to know Esteban. He wrote for us, he created editorial ideas with us, and was involved in the launching of the City magazine. His love was always music. Esteban was the DJ with a dream, and I remember all too well when he left us, headed for the big lights. I remember feeling proud that he was following his dream. Our cover stories this month must wow you. They must who knew you. The talent El Paso produces, to me, is amazing. Talent like singer-songwriter Blue Sanders, who has written songs for the Eli Young Band, Kelly Clarkson, and currently is a photographer on tour with Miranda Lambert. If you like country rock, you must be proud of our own Dirty River Boys. The 3 locals, Nino, Marco, and Travis, at an early age found a calling for music. Somewhere along the highway, Colton, the energetic cowboy of the group, and the 4 of them put together a hip-hoppin', boot-scootin' performance. Latin Grammy-nominated singer Christina has not only been on the top of the Billboard charts. Latin Grammy-nominated singer Christina has not only been at the top of the Billboard charts, she has survived cancer and finds herself in a place where her music is personal. She sings about love, about heartbreak, and the trials of life. These are our faces of the City magazine's very first music issue. We couldn't call this our music issue without taking a trip to Sonic Ranch. And if it weren't for the persistence of our editor, Kim North, the issue almost lost its title. Understandably, Sonic Ranch is reserved, private, and hidden in a place that only musicians, singer-songwriters are allowed. It's the largest residential recording compound in the world, described as a recording resort. Sonic Ranch has tapped into the rich American recording tradition, where they house the world's greatest vintage mixing console, once housed at Motown's West Coast studios. The mixing console has touched the music of stars like Madonna, Jackson 5, Gladys Knight, and The Temptation. What's the magic of Sonic Ranch? It was created by those people who just want to make records. The ranch owns a proud collection of vintage guitars that belong in museums, but they live right here on the range. Some highlights of the vintage guitar collection include Stevie Ray Vaughan, 1962 Fender Esquire, and a Gibson that Jeff Beck and Eric Clapton played on the set of Saturday Night Live. Sonic Ranch is a musical paradise, and they call El Paso home. One of the cutest editorials this month comes from a husband of our parenting column writer. Matthew Nyland takes his children through music time as he educates his kids on the drive to elementary school about music of the past, with such diversity as the Eagles, Eric Clapton, the Doors, and even Metallica. Music has the power to open the minds, and that's exactly what this young father hopes to accomplish as he walks his children through music. Our children have the rest of their lives to listen to music and appreciate new music, he says. However, it's important for them to know and to love the ones who came before them. You're going to enjoy this read. On a final note, I'm sure all of you have noticed November has become Movember. From New York to Austin to LA, the normally sane and stylish men have been growing all kinds of odd, furry masses under their noses. This annual month-long global event is purposed to change the face of men's health. The idea is to encourage and educate men on the early detection of testicular cancer. No Shave November encourages men to talk about themselves, talk about the importance of checkups, but most important, of education. They need to know how to listen to their own bodies. So, cheers to those hairy men who are scratching at the scruff, trimming to remain business professional. And cheers to those to us, women, who are most sisters, who are kissing that prickly face. We salute you. What is the quote for the month? Music expresses that which cannot be put into words and that which cannot remain silent. Thank you and enjoy the November issue.